Hi guys, and welcome back. So we're going to be doing a new mini-series. Again, it's on the Kingdom of Vestia, so it's all adding to, well, everything that's going on. We're going to be building something called Helvan's Hollow today. So it's just a cave. It's a cave. We're going to have some bears that are inhabited it. My original plan was to have some trolls in there, but I'm not too sure about trolls. Oops, I just need to undo that as well. So, where are we on the map? I'll tell you where we are. I was expecting these coordinates to be a bit bigger, but that's fine. The fort and stuff is just over the other side of the ridge, so we're now onto this side, and this is going to be called Silver Sage Farm, or Silver Sage Estate, or something like that, which might be like this area, around here maybe, which have the other pass, so we're going to go around here, and that's going to be another pass through there. We've got the Druid's path as well, will be joined up to this, and then obviously the main road, which will be going through this area, will go all the way around this, and this will be the main bit to get into the capital as well. Whereas there's a smaller road going across the Iron Coast. Oh, sorry guys. I've been messing around with shaders quite a lot actually, which is why there's some weird colours of the water, but it's due to the biomes. I've also finally got the waving plants to actually work with shaders as well, so that I actually had to, well, the usual way, which is using block properties, didn't work, so I ended up having to write it into one of the shaders itself. I've sent them over to Trilitons, so I think he's going to check those out and possibly add them in. But I've also added in some nice, on my own little version, the actual settings to actually turn them on and off, because there is some weird stuff. Because it's not done on a meta level, it's done on, you just like pick up the entire plant like this one, plants no collision. 2, you get the idea of that. There's some weird stuff which will go on, which you guys might see later on, so I've put some settings in to turn it off in case it gets weird. It's also just better too. So this is where Helvan's Hollow is going to come from. It's literally, just because I know that I showed it on the map, but this is where we've got the camp here, which is Ridge Watch. Ridge Watch camp is over there. This is just the one that was down there, and obviously we've got the, what's it called? What do I call that? Signal Fire. Signal Fire, Eldaf Grove and stuff like that. It's all down there. So it's just going to be like a nice little cave type thing here. It shouldn't affect anything, so we can go, well, as big as we want to, but I'm thinking pretty simple, like there's going to be a river that's coming out of it. It's going to be the Helvan stream, and I'm just thinking it's going to possibly whip around to this side somewhere, maybe have a cavern. I'm going to try and have some places where light's coming in from up here, and obviously the water's going to just be running through part of it, maybe even split it off into 2 different caves or something, or we just have the actual main cavern in here which has the bears, and maybe the river comes from somewhere else. I don't really know, or maybe it comes through that. We'll see what we kind of come up with. I've got no plan for it. You can see there, troll cave. So what I've done off camera to save some time is I've already started on the river itself. Now I use blue wool to mark this out, and as I've gone down I've just worked my way through this, and you can see that it's glowing blue there, whereas it should be like this kind of blue. But I just need to switch some biomes around for those. It's a shame there isn't an easier way to do biomes. But this goes down here, round into here, and it joins up with another river. And you can see here I've started switching the biomes over to river, which makes it a lot darker. And then it goes down here and goes into the ocean, which is over there. There is another river, and I don't know what this river's name is. If you guys can come up with a good name for it, please do say, because I might as well name some of them. I think we'll just have Eldaf River for that one over there. Maybe we even call it Scalar River for the one next to it. But it literally comes down there from the top of this bit where we're going to have another signal thing. It goes into a pond and then kind of flows down and joins up with that one. So we're going to have a mill, some farms, probably going to have a manor house on the hill, I think is where I'm going to have it. Kind of like a fortified manor house for the Silver Sage family, which sounds evil, but it's not. Yeah, so what I was saying about the wobbling things, we now get like, well, wobbling ducks and things like that, so it's a bit... Oh no, we don't get wobbling ducks. Is that a different one? Oh no, it is wobbling. No, it is wobbling. So that's the only thing that I've got, which is a bit weird. Right, since we're going to be doing a lot of this... Actually, I need to turn off shaders. So I need to show you guys that you can do it, and Hogan's... I can't really remember. There we go. So that's done. So, shaders off. No more wobbling cool plants. Instead it's just the normal textured ones to do that. So we're going to have a... Well, I don't know if we're going to have like a really big cave entrance or just quite a small one. But it's going to be something that the people themselves are a little bit like worried about. So I'm going to put some blue wool. This will help me kind of... To be honest, there's no real point in me doing that, but I've done it anyway. So we're going to go for... Maybe even have quite a thin cave entrance. You know, not even make it that big. But then actually have it whip around. Now I've got to, of course, remember to keep it going up. It can't go down. So that's the other thing that I've got to remember. And I've been using lately yellow wool for like a lake bed type material. So we need to kind of, I want to kind of keep that in, but I might even do a rockier one. I might actually do a new mix for this. So I might do that. I might first, if we go down to there, let's have this come out to here. Let's go down to here, so around. But once we got this sorted, then it's all. Right, okay, so that's going to go down there. Probably down this way. Into there. I don't want to do that much, that's a bit extreme, isn't it? There we go, and then that'll fall into there, I'm guessing. That's where it's going to go. So let me sort this all out in a minute. This is just for my own brushes that I use. I've been using the lake bed one because it seems to work. River lake bed, the one that I've got already like mapped out, which is that one. I know that doesn't really help. If people want these brushes, say, because I haven't really had. I know I asked in one of the other videos, but I haven't had any response to say yeah we want it. I've had a couple of people that said, can you tell me what the brushes are? And I've just commented back pretty much. It's not. I haven't been saying much on those comments. I just go, here you go, and that's it. You just get like a wall of text which has a load of brushes on it. It doesn't post very well into comments, but yeah, it kind of works as long as you guys are happy with it. It doesn't really matter, does it? Right, so let's knock these down a bit. There we go. Right, that's fine. So that's all pretty messy, I know. We'll have this go into here. We're gonna try to cut the light out a bit, so I'm gonna actually have this. I'm gonna get the river source first. I've never done this before. This is really weird. Actually, I'm going to go with a brush though, because this is going to be very difficult to do by hand. Let's get a golden shovel. I said golden sword then. BSVR 0 and 1. And what we're going to do is just punch out a little bit up here then. So go around to this bit. Okay. So that goes around to the side straight away. So we'll have like a little, you know, it'll be wandering around here. I think we need to make it so that you can actually walk on one of the sides. I think that side. So that makes it, you know, like when you get the ones in Skyrim. This kind of like kingdom, as you guys have probably already noticed, is quite Skyrim heavy in terms of its like style and everything. The other thing is, do we want an actual path going up somehow? I don't really know. No, we don't want a path. I think it'll just be, you know, you'd have to climb up here or climb down to get to this place. It's not like it's not a commonly travelled area. Yeah, that's the right word. But yeah, this kingdom especially is quite Skyrim based. I know that people have been saying, you know, Dak, you need to play Witcher. I have been playing Witcher. I need to get back onto it really. It's been a little while since I have properly played it, but it was good when I did play it. It's just got a very different feel to it. That's the thing. It's very different than Skyrim. Very different. At least I say it is. Doesn't mean that actually is. Right, so we're going to go that way. So this will all weave around. Obviously, we've got quite a lot of this nice, well, just normal stone. So I'm going to have to mask some of those as well. That shouldn't be a problem. Not at all. So I might have this go up to here. I might actually even have like a little split off on, probably not this corner. I'll have this go up to some sort of, right, tell you what, GM3. GM3 is not a thing. Okay. Game mode 3 then. Because we can just walk through this. This is the good thing about spectator mode is bloody awesome for this thing, isn't it? And look at this, because I can just look and see and see all the weird blocks. It's because I've got these like snow level gravels, so they just pop up. Okay, so if we went, we've got quite a little bit to work with here. So we can actually blast through. I'm thinking of having it over here. We actually have like the hole go through, right? So that's what we'll do. Have the hole digging through here, and then that'll kind of decide once we've, you know, found out where this is going to really come from. There we go. So that's going to go into there. That'll decide where we get the edge of the cavern then. That really helps. I've never done this before, so I don't know if it's the right way to do it. Obviously I've done caves before, because I did that, you know, the mine, and I took absolutely ages on that actually. I don't know why. That was on Ulster Dacross, and that took bloody ages. Which wasn't so good. So I promise I'll try and be quicker. I think part of it was the 20 minutes. I think because I was recording too many different series, so I was doing like chain recording, so I'd record like, I don't know, 6 episodes in one go. And of not just one thing though, it'd be like multiple different series and things like that. I don't think that really was the right format at all. We're gonna have like the water coming up from up here or something, and that'll stream down, right? Right, so we're gonna have something like this. Come from up here somewhere. Whatever this rock's gonna be, I don't know yet. Let's put in just normal stone for now. This will just appear from nowhere, as it does in Skyrim. And then we'll just stream down, you know, down here. Drip, drip, and then it'll go down to, well, it won't really drip, you know what I mean. And that'll go to here. Right, okay, so this is all of it. Okay. I think I'm going to go for a new mix, possibly, because I don't think the old one's going to really work. There we go. So I need the smaller. So we do need to keep it quite... I don't want to keep it like a big stream. It's just going to be a little one that makes its way down. Oh. Diorite. Oh, yeah, because it mixes them in now, doesn't it? Yeah, actually, I think I selected that when I exported the map. So I really shouldn't be that surprised about it. So something like that, and around this we'll have another little bit of a cave or something, you know? Bang. Something like this. That seemed a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be, but that's fine. Right, so we've got that there. We've got some light that would be coming from over here. I've got night vision on at the minute, so I'll have to turn that off at some point. Alright, let's just tidy up this here. For the minute, it's looking very, very well edited. Let's get these normal stones in. Right. Okay, and I'm going to do a totally different mix, I think, for all of this rock. So, okay, so maybe we have that. Oh, that's alright. Just need to... I know I'm going to do a different mix, but I'm just going to sort this out here. Something like that will do. Okay. So that should let the light in. It's a bit too straight, that. That's a very, very straight way of doing it, isn't it? So I need to do something like this, where it's, you know, on an angle. And we'll have, you know, stuff here or whatever built up, and then you'll just be able to see it at an angle, and it should just let in enough light. And we'll have a look in a bit for what that actually looks like. Let's get the rest of this side going. So this will be something you can walk across. That's the idea, anyway. There we go. Get that down to, yeah. If you do it there, get these in here. And now what I'm going to do is leave that bit. I'm going to go around like another little. Okay, so you can go up that way, but there's this alternate route from ye olde times or whatever. So that'll do. Okay, so that'll go into here. And then we'll have to walk into this bit, so that works. Let's just cut this through here. A little bit more. So that bit. And that works. Okay, so you get these little walky roundy bit thingy here. I don't know why it's got one of these, but it does. You can then get up to here. You could then be able to see bits of it, maybe the waterfall. Journey around here. Go into this bit, and then you can see big, ugly whole thing here. This looks terrible. Same one with this as well. This looks terrible. And there we go. There's a little bit of a cave there then. Alright, okay. So that kind of works. So, what materials have we actually got in the current mix? That's what I want to know. Some more my lake riverbed texture thing. Let's have a look first. Let's go outside, build what I usually build, which is like a... I don't know what you call it. A thing. Build a thing. Big flat thing. Thing that we can test things on. That's what it is. Yep. Alright, so mask 35:4, which is what we're using here, then whack that on there. Put onto a 6. So those are the materials. Actually, it's pretty good. It's got the mud, hasn't it? So the only thing we might need to change is the mud. Dirty mud. And Well, actually, no, that'll make it look like quite damp. But I think we need more moss and stuff like that. So I'm not too sure about it yet. Okay, so if we did have another one, I'm gonna do one thing. I'm gonna sort out the stuff down here. Let's see if that we do just use the mossy one in there. No, actually, I think this one probably needs to be. There you go. That can do for just the start of it there. So that'll be that kind of like riverbed thing there. Right. So I think we're gonna need small stones. Definitely start soft gravel. Even though I use soft gravel for everything these days, but it is very good. Dirt gravel is just always good. It's where we want this dark dirt path in there, because that one's quite good for like a dark, muddy thing. So maybe we'll do that. What materials we got then? Loads. I always have so many. Farmland. No, we don't need farmland. Do we need like grassy small stones or grassy gravel? Mossy rock dirt. Yeah, and mossy dirt. Mossy dirt. I could probably do with one of these forest floors, really. Old podzol, overgrown podzol, either tiger or fir, just because it looks like kind of decaying stuff. So I might go with one of those, or maybe both of those, because they just look good. I don't think this one's right, overgrown podzol. So throw that one. I don't even know about the mossy dirt, really. Not really too sure. So we got those. And I'm not even mixing in normal dirt like usual. I don't seem to use it ever anymore, the normal dirt. I probably should. Oh, Florian. Vibrant. Old podzol. Ah, I remember that one, I think. Florian podzol looks weird. Mossy Florian podzol. Look at all those. There's too many things now. It's where we want to go also with like some sort of, brown rock of some kind. I don't know. Or, oh yeah, we got calcite as well. I forgot about all of these. Really need to do something like that sometime. And do like a proper thing with stalactites and stalagmites. Couldn't remember which way around it was then. Just quite bad, but oh well. Right, thick moss. Do we want thick moss in this? I've never liked that texture. I've never liked it at all. But oh well. Right. Okay. So let's go for this kind of thing. Right, I probably want to put in some rock as well. I will probably want some. Yeah, I do want some rock actually. This doesn't seem to be like a riverbed. This seems to be more. I'm trying to look for something. What am I looking for? I really don't know what I'm looking for. Rock. God. Okay. Dolomite. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be that much like a. It just looks rocky, I think, to me. So, there we go. Tool info. That, and that. Probably too many, but we'll try it. Mask 4. And then sphere of, well, 1:5, obviously. 1373:4. So I'm just using tool info for this, just in case you guys, because I know that some people are still commenting about that. And I know that you guys that are in the comments are trying to help as much as possible as well. I've seen loads of you guys comment with some help on this, which is really great, so thank you, dudes. I really do appreciate it, because it saves me a little bit of time. So I can just see it's already answered, and it's like, it's fine. 7:4, 5, 1:3, 7:3, 14. 14. And 6, right, okay, so what we're going to do is can't really do an undo, can we? Alright. One thing I don't like in it is actually this dark one here. So which one's that? 1373:7. Whoops. Yeah, that wasn't good. That's better. That looks better. Okay. Undo that. Let's just go purely for that now. Same on this side as well. Still not as good as placing it by hand, I know, but now this kind of, to me, doesn't actually look so much like a riverbed. Actually, it looks just like a normal floor for a cave. There we go. That's kind of good though. So I definitely think the rock worked. It just seems to mix in with like the soft gravel and stuff really nicely. The only one I'm not really too sure about, I guess, is this one. So if we just switched out all of these for, say, this one, would you really care? Yeah, no, I think it needs it. I think it does need something like that. There we go. So I'll undo that, then we got a nice big yellow thing for other stuff. Right, okay, so if we go for this, here, and here, there we go. That will at least give us some stuff. I know it doesn't look that good at the minute, but that's going to be our cave floor, so I'm actually going to just save that quickly. It's a shame you can't do like a copy and paste from this, but it's fine. If only. It'd save so much time, wouldn't it, if you could do that. By right, 1373, column 4, 1374, column 3, 1374, column 2, 1373, column 10, 1373, column 3. I bet you I messed one of these up. 1374, column 5, and 1373, column 14. That is, I'm just going to call it cave mud. That's my cave mud texture, or brush, or whatever you want to say. So that's yellow, right? I need to remember that that's yellow. Okay, and now what we're going to do is we're going to do some other stuff. So we've got yellow for that. Blue we don't really care about. See, this works with the golden brush. I didn't really think about it that way, but it really does. Okay, so we'll have that there. For the rest of the cave, we're going to go with something we haven't used. Lime? Yeah, why not? We'll go with lime. A lime cave. I need another one. Now, obviously, we haven't got a material that matches that, so my brilliant idea does not work there. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to mask one. Just one, actually, and just do BR sphere. Not NR sphere. BR sphere. That's going to be 35, column 5, and 1. Just to save a little bit of time on this. The only thing is, I'm actually going to do it on 1, column 0. I was just going to mask what we've put down already on these. So, I mean, this won't obviously get everything, and it will also put a lot of green wool behind it. You know, you're going to get these, but because of the brush that I'm using, it's not anywhere near as much as normal. So it's not. I'm not that worried about it. That's what I'm trying to say. You know, it's fair enough. There we go. And I know I'm going to get one column 0 rather than the other one as well, but this will just allow me to get something sorted. I mean, there's only that tiny little bit of one column 6 or 1 4. I can't remember what it is. Don't know. Can't remember. It's a bit of a shame. It's because I'm getting out of the metadata days now. It's weird. I don't have to think in IDs anymore. You know. That's what you used to have to do. You had to remember like every single extra block and things that a monster had added into it, so you could just do it. You guys are so that have just started on Conquest, on their Conquest journey. It's called a Conquest journey. It sounds cool. Yeah, on the Conquest journey, you're so lucky with what you've got. You don't even know at all. Just you don't know how lucky you are, guys. Yeah, just don't know. Right, so we've got something like that. And there. All that done. Cool. I want to obviously have quite a bit of this entrance up to here. Probably is going to be all right. And then we're going to start mixing in these. This is where it's going to get darker. Darker. Yeah. So once it's going to be mixed in, and then it's going to go solid. With it now. Not like a sand wall like I've just done though, because that's probably not the best way to do it. There you go. What I'm trying to do is like speckle these in. So when we get a transition, now all I'm going to really do is put in a bit more. Right, one I'm going to put that in there because I think that's just going to need to be in there. Maybe even put these in here. There we go. Yeah, one of the things I'm going to do is just basically moss it up a little bit more, so it's going to have a higher level of moss going on in it. This will obviously be quite a bit down, so will these two, and we'll have steps going up into that. Well, not so much steps, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean, right? Okay, so that goes to there, one there, there, and one like that. Okay, so that should look alright then. Don't like that, what I've done with these. Just didn't like how that was there and then that was there. It just didn't look right to me at all. So don't be afraid to destroy stuff, which I think is good advice. Right, now I could mask all this, but I'm a bit afraid of doing it to the outside and by accident screwing up the outside. So I'm going to do it by hand. I know it's a bit painful to watch and it's a bit slow, so I do apologise, guys. So what do you guys want me to do next? I'm thinking getting the mill done, really, if we, because we've got this river done now. It has taken me a lot longer than I thought it would, but if we got the river done, which we have, or I have, or we can do the same here as well, where we mix in a little bit, you know, not that much, right? That needs to be something else. Right, yeah. Okay, there. There you go, and then this all could be these ones. We could do that, couldn't we? I think leave it like that because, yeah, we'll leave it like that for now. Ooh, missed these bits. Let's build that up as well. I have to do a lot of that in here. It's going to be the editing part of this. It's going to be a little bit painful. I think I just got this horrible feeling it is. I think it's going to take longer than I think it's going to take. You know. There you go. That's good. Right. A little bits of this wall. I'm going to try and keep a tiny bit. Okay, that's fine. To keep that bit. Okay, and then we'll try and look at it. I don't know. How do you guys do it? Do you do this weird thing, or is this just me that makes a weird, colourful cave? It might just be me. It's totally possible. But I quite like that. I mean, not the green, obviously. I think it's very green, but I quite like the actual little journey we've got, because it's very small, and then we can just have like a bear or something here, you know? That's what I was thinking. Something like that. It's whether we go with one of those typical kind of Skyrim, you know, overhang type things. Yeah, I think we could do. We could do something like that. That's what we're going to have here. Maybe we'll have a couple of dead guys and bones and things. We'll make it a proper den. And then I don't know what we're going to have in here. Unless this is going to be the den for the bears themselves, so you don't really know they're there. Yeah, we'll do something like that. That'll be fine. Right, mix for this. Mix. Right, so this big blob that we've got here, we're gonna go across this, go to there. Gonna set 35:5 this time. Undo that. Right, it's gonna be a mask on 35:5, and I don't know what it's gonna do. Right, so we got. I want to try and keep it the same as this, but I want to have more moss in it. Okay, so I want to have. Yeah, we're gonna have. I'm just gonna do this on the side. Mossy blue schist. I have the weathered one as well. Where's the weathered one? That one here? No. Oh, no, I only did a little bit of weathered blue schist. I really like this one because it's darker. Okay, so we got that one in there. I'm not going to have any of this grey wackle. I don't know how you say it at all. So that's why I say it really weird. So I have absolutely no clue. And we're also going to have dolomite. Wet slate as well. There we go. Wet slate and slate. You know, like get some of these in here. So maybe even just go for dolomite there as like a transition, so we get like this mix. So then this one just looks really slimy, really, which I quite like. I actually quite like it. Cliffstone? Do we want cliffstone? Nah. So I got mossy one. Do we want the lichen version? No, I don't think so. But do we want a green schist? Yeah, we do. That looks quite cool, actually, doesn't it? Look at that. I didn't realise that it looked so cool on this bit. It's a totally different texture, but I like that as well. There we go. So we'll try this. I think this is a bit too extreme as a mix. You know, it's too many textures. But we'll try it out anyway, because that's what we've got to do. So we've got 2, 3, 5. Column 10. Most of them are 2, 3, 5 from what I remember. 2, 3, 5, column 11. 1, column 5. 2, 3, 1, column 8, and 2, 3, 1, column 9, and also 2, 4, 3, column 4, and 6. Right, okay. Yeah, see, that is hideous. absolutely hideous. Let me try that again. Alright, okay, so let's undo that. Let's get rid of one column 5. I actually didn't like it in there. I didn't even like the slate, really. Yeah, see, that does not look right at all. Okay. Undo the green schist. Let's get rid of that one. That's 2, 2, 4, 3, 4. That one at the end. It's a bit better, but it doesn't really look right. It's either that or we have 2 layers. And we still mix in that 1, 5. Right, so if we do that, right. I might, yeah, we might have to go with 2 layers then. So I might have to go with one that's just these 3, right? And that's it, you know, nothing else, just literally that one and that one and that one, right? So let's go for that. Which is what, 111, so it's just these 2 here. Oops. Go with that for now, right? And then we'll do another layer underneath it. In, admittedly another colour, but that'll be for the wetter layer, which is going to be, well, just near it. So we'll do this time dark green or something, I don't know. So I have like this around here. You know, I'll have them just like mixing up. It doesn't have to be perfect at all, it's just to add in this other bit. And right, if we're going to do that, we might as well get another brush. We like shovels at the minute, so let's go for the wooden one. I'll do a mask on, if I can, on 10, I think. Is it 10 or is it 11? Ah, 13, I'm way off, okay. See, I'm not remembering these anymore. And that one we cut off the 2, 3, 1s, wasn't it? Yeah, 2, 3, 1. And that'll give us that, right? So I'll try this. I don't know how it's going to look, but I think there's going to be more dirty gravel stuff in as well. Almost all of this bit is going to have to be this, isn't it? And around here, rain would be able to fall into it. So a bit around there. Tiny little bit on the ceiling. Okay. I don't know what it's going to look like. So I think we might need to try it out now. And try and make it look. There's bits where just it would be damp. And like there's water almost running down and stuff like that. That's what I'm trying to get at. Okay, right, let's try this. So we just go for this area here. We go 1, 2. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Okay, still a little bit heavy there, I think, but definitely see where I've gone wrong. And it's because of these little, like these angles here was not right at all. This was just too heavy, so it needs to be quite light and gentle with it, I think, is the right way of thinking. But it worked, so there is that. So I think we just got to have literally just little bits of it. Yeah, like that, okay. And there. It's nice and okay. A little bit there. Maybe on, oops, get rid of that one. Just a little bit like that. Go down there. A little bit there, a little bit there. Just have that coming out, okay. I think that would make it all work, right? And the real question is, yellow wall, where do we have that? And I think actually we need to put this in first. So if we go for that one there, and that one there, that looks a bit better. Let's try for getting this. I always do a couple undos, so there's always that. Or we can do it by hand. I think probably we're going to need to do it by hand if there is anything else, because I think this will do for a good rough mix. It's a starter mix, isn't it? There you go. Okay. Definitely do something here. Actually, now I've like got used to it, it's not as bad. I don't know what you guys think. I mean, if you think it's horrible, tell me. There we go. I mean, this is definitely not the right... like, well, all the cave is not going to be like this, just like rock on the floor and things like that. I am going to have quite a bit of these coming through it and everything. It's going to be getting them mixed in with it, because I want the cave to feel quite rocky. I also want to make sure there is definitely enough dirt and grit and all of that stuff in here as well. I'll have that one there. There we go. It's all about just mixing it in. There you go, starting to get there. Obviously this is just going to be running water, so we could actually do this. I like how I put that blue block there, just in case I forgot somehow, you know? It's quite funny. I think it is anyway. There we go, so that's just going to come from... get these in here. I'll go for one of those. I'll just do this. That'll go down. And that'll just flow down very, very nicely. There we go. That'll flow down again. And again. I'll get to nowhere. There we go. Okay. That's going to need a bit of hand getting out of here, isn't it? After that, it's alright. Okay, it's fine. There we go. That changes colour dramatically. This is what I'm saying about the biomes, and that's why the shaders work perfectly with it. It's just they make it so bright. Which is not so good. Not really what I want. There we go, and then that will obviously go all the way down to there, so that's kind of cool. That's a little bit weird. That's fine. Okay, right, so let's go for here. Get a little bit more in this bit. Those bits there. You can see it as soon as I walk, I can kind of like see exactly where it's supposed to be. It's just one of those things. Because I know that's going to need to be knocked down anyway. There we go. Put that there. As soon as you do it, it makes sense, right? I don't know what we're on. 37 minutes. God, that's gone quick. Sorry, guys. It's just... takes so goddamn long. I don't know what's going on. Alright. That one. I think that's going to need to be like cut into here as well. Let's get some more of these yellow ones, because I know that we've got some the other ones in there. Okay, that's a bit better. Right. These need some more as well, so what we'll do is we'll finish off all these. Because there's not going to be that much of it really once we like crack it as such. It'll just not going to take as long to do these. We just need to get a bit more around here. That there as well, and these look terrible. Okay, that's a bit better. A bit more into these. There's a lot of 1 column 5 in here. That's the one we'll have to bear in this bit. And now what I'm going to do is drink some milk. For a very simple reason. Where's the milk gone? There. Oh, it's there. To kill off the effect. That's all it is. Because all I wanted to see actually was just to see if the light actually came through into here, which it does, which is exactly what I want. Good, and then this is really nice and dark, so that's exactly what I wanted. Nice and dark, waterfall coming down there. It doesn't look like it actually comes from anywhere, which is exactly what we want. All flows down, obviously we've got a nice little path through here, which is quite dark. This looks a bit, it's flat. It's way too flat. We need to actually move this over a bit. Got all the brushes, so it's not a big deal. There we go. Yellow? Okay, yeah, yellow is fine. There we go, that's better. So that will go around then. I mean, it is not perfect at all, this thing I've just made. But something like that would just block you a little bit, I guess. There you go, you can see there, but you can't see the bear, which is... I mean, obviously we haven't got a bear, but you know what I mean, I hope. Hope you guys do anyway. I've lost it. Okay, so there we go. That's the first episode of, it's called Helvan's Hollow. So there we go. It doesn't look too bad. I don't know what it looks like on the cave map. Probably, well, like a cave, I think. So well, that looks like there's big caves around, isn't there? So that's very, very strange. I've not really looked at the cave map before, so I don't know if this is normal. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Because I can't really tell. It doesn't look like we've moved at all. So that's fine. But I'm pretty happy with it so far. For the first layer anyway, or the first like build of it, it's fine. We've got a nice high bit up there, and probably get some spiky things come down or something. We'll do something anyway, but it just adds a little bit more character into it really, and gives us a creepy kind of cave river source thing. So I'll get rid of this. And then next episode, guys, we will continue inside, and we'll be making it, well, we'll be making it better, and we might even do the den. I don't know how many episodes it'll take. I mean, I can't imagine this being any more than 5, if, like, at max. That is absolute max. Because I think all we'll really be doing next episode is smoothing things out, putting in some proper little walkways, putting in some extra stones, building up some things like this so it doesn't look as blocky, and really just refining the cave itself, because at the minute this just looks like wild edit. So wild edit and some brushes, so we don't want that. We want it to look better than that. So yeah, and I think we need some water down here as well. We'll see. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you have, comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.